I think what the coronavirus has done is it's really torn back, I think, the cover from some of the real inequities that result in lack of access to technology. We're seeing increasingly activity moving towards on the web, students having to do schooling from home. But if you have no access to the internet, and if you have no access or availability of a computer or a tablet to be able to interface with your class, then you're left out. I think what's happened is that we've been forced in a situation that highlights what's been going on, but now we can't ignore it anymore. And we're going to have to, as a society, figure out how to deal with this. And for many college students, you have similar issues here. They don't all have access to the internet. In many cases, kids who are from low-income families, and the City University certainly has a very significant number of students, I think 40% come from families whose earnings are under $30,000. They have to work. They depend on access to the library's computers or some other facility on campus. They don't have it at home. And so while we've been able to come up with fixes by lending them computers, by having these short-term access issues with the cable companies, that's not a long-term solution if this goes on for more than the next few months. The controller has done a series of reports about access to the internet. And what Scott's report showed, it's an often cited number these days, that in 2018, which is the last time this was done, there was approximately 1 million households throughout the city that didn't have access to the internet. And he broke this report down by neighborhoods, and he compared the percentage of access from 2010 to 2018. And what's amazing is while most neighborhoods have had an increased access, the numbers are still staggering. I think the numbers in Bedford-Stuy were like 35% of the population still doesn't have access to the internet. Ocean Hill, Brownsville, East New York. I mean, these are big numbers. And even though they've come down from slightly over 50%, still 35% of the families don't have access. Well, what happens with all these kids? So I have a family that's unable to access the internet. Their kids can't get a job because they no longer have the skills. Then what happens? So we put them on social welfare. They get kicked out of the family, they become homeless, and we put them in a shelter. So we're paying for this anyway. The question is, do we want to pay for it in a way that advances the social welfare of individuals and families and our society? Or do we want to pay for it so we could say those people, you see, they're really not, they're really not good, but they're just leeches on our society. We need to have the will as a people that we want to start solving problems that really positively impact people's lives and stop all of this political power stuff, which doesn't serve anybody but a narrow sense of private interests here.